Hey, welcome to Lab Games. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Francis.
Today we're going to play Herbaceous Sprouts.
Yes.
Herbaceous.
Herbaceous. The H is silent. H. All right. Herbaceous Sprouts is a game designed by Eduardo Baraf and Steve Finn. And beautiful art by Beth Sobel.
Yes.
Solo mode by Keith Matejka. Plays 1 to 4 players in about 15 or 20 minutes, so it's very quick.
It is indeed. So after the break, join us at the table and we'll show you how it plays. All right, welcome back. So
Welcome to the garden.
The garden, Herbaceous Sprouts, the dice game.
This makes me want to start the garden.
It does. It does indeed. We're going to do that right here and right now. So what is Herbaceous Sprouts? Herbaceous Sprouts is a dice drafting game where we'll be planting herbs
and flowers
in our garden. We're going to be competing for higher point value spaces, plots, if you will.
Yeah.
So if you take a look at the board, we'll show you the quick 2-player setup and then we'll get started. So here's your board, here's your garden, and it's broken up into 4 different sectors, so quadrants, if you will. And each sector, or flower beds and herb beds, are going to require a different combination of dice faces in order to plant your sprout token in that particular bed, right? To claim it, and that's how many points you're going to get depending on which space you put it in. So in the upper left-hand corner, you've got all the same sector where all your dice face need to be the same. So you need to have 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind, 5 and 6, right? Over here it's all different. So you just need to have 3 different dice, 2 different dice, 4 different dice, 5 different dice. Lower left, we have different pairs. So a pair of dice would go in the 1 pair, 2 pairs of dice, but they have to be 2 different pairs. Right? And 3 different pairs here. So 6 dice, 4 dice, and 2 dice. Over here, finally, you have the flower garden where only flowers can be planted, but they require one of these little spades to do it.
Right, of course.
So you are obviously going to plant it here. So all the while, we're going to be drawing from a tool shed, which we get set up while we're going here. So we're going to have, in a 2-player game, you're going to have 3 cards, number of players plus 1, and they're each going to come out with a certain amount of dice. So you're going to draw the dice from our dice bag, roll them, and then place them on each card. So do the cards one at a time because you can't choose. Yeah, you
don't want like your subjectivity.
Yes.
Manipulating.
No manipulating the dice. So in player order, each player is going to draft one of these cards. Now each card has dice and or these special actions. So once you draft your card, you're going to be able to perform the special action on the card, but it has to be done there. If you want, it's optional. But then you also need to put your dice in your wheelbarrow. Your wheelbarrow only has 7 spots. The wheelbarrow only has 7 spots to hold dice.
And speaking of the wheelbarrow, we should get to start with 2 seeds. So
we do.
I'll do that before I forget.
Starting seeds. Wheelbarrow is such a weird word.
It's a lot of, I don't know what that
R's and W's. I used to always think it was called a wheelbarrow. Like a barrel.
I always thought it was a wheelbarrow too, but
no, it's a barrow, which is even weirder. Yeah. So in any case, when you start drafting dice, you can only hold 7. So if you draft the amount of dice that would push you over the 7 limit, you can then choose which ones you want to get rid of on your wheelbarrow to replace with the ones you've just drafted. Okay? So with that said, we are going to get ready to go. Like I said, you have to do, you can do one of these actions, and then you're going to get to plant your seeds, your herbs. So you can do herbs in each garden, depending. You have 7 dice. You can do as many combinations of planting as you want, as you possibly can that turn. It's up to you. Everything's optional here. At the end of the round, the 3rd card has these little symbols at the bottom, which are going to show you where the 3rd,
like our other crazy gardener,
secret gardener, is going to come out at night and start planting herbs in our garden, right? And they're going to choose one of these spots depending on which one is dictated or depicted or shown at the bottom of this card, right? Yeah. So we'll explain more in detail what all the different tools do as we go, but that pretty much is...
Yeah, I think that pretty much does it.
All right, so you are player 1, the master gardener. You get to...
Yes, and I'm using... So there's really no token, at least right now in the prototype for master gardener. You just have like the bag. So I used one of my favorite seed packets.
Oh, the sweet pea.
Aww. All right, so that'll be our player 1 token.
All right, so why don't you kick us off?
All right. So I will go first. All right, so I will take this one, for example. So this card has a glove, which allows me to re-roll 1 die of any of my dice. And it also gives me this pot, which lets me hold on to this, in this case it's a rosemary seed, as a seed, and I don't have to place it in my wheelbarrow. So I got a rosemary just from being on the card. Plus I have this one, and I get to re-roll die. So I'll re-roll my lavender, just to see what I get. And it's another rosemary!
Wow, so you got 4 rosemary.
So I have 4 of a kind. So I can actually spend all of these right now and put my token on this 4 of a kind.
All right.
Sprouts.
And you're good?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So my turn now.
I'm going to take these out and use it as a discard. Go ahead.
You could do that. Okay, so I get to choose from one of the remaining 2 cards. And I will probably go with... Yikes, that doesn't really help me right now. I'm going to go with this one here. So I'm going to take these 2 saffrons, and I've got this card. So as Francis was saying, you have to use these actions now, right? Unless you have one of those potted seeds.
Correct.
So right now I get to do 3 re-rolls, because this is kind of like the special actions phase. So I get to roll as many dice as I want right now. So I'm actually going to re-roll these 2 yellow dice once. It's my first re-roll. I get 3 of them. That's 1. I'm going to roll them again. That's 2. And I'm going to roll them again. Oh, actually, that means 3 dice.
I was like, I'm pretty sure you can only re-roll 1 dice.
3 times.
Yeah.
Well, I re-rolled 2.
You re-rolled 2, so you get to re-roll 1.
I don't remember what it was.
Trying to cheat.
I think it was that. All right, so I'll re-roll this one. Doesn't matter. That's exactly what I wanted anyway. So.
All right, cool.
In any case, you can put that in the discard. So what I wanted was this little spade, because the spade I can use to plant this peony. Right? So what that'll do is I'll put my thing there. Those go in the baggie.
That's like my favorite one.
That's right, because the glove means re-roll 1 die.
Yes.
I get it confused sometimes with the glove plus, which is on the die face, which means re-roll this die and any number of other dice.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so my bad.
Okay, so this one is left, so these get discarded.
Right.
And this lets us know our AI gardener is going to come in the middle of the night and plant on the 2 space of this non-equal thing.
So now that is gone.
Right, so you are player 1.
I am the sweet
And you
pea.
can have some dice.
All right, so
And I'll bring out the cards.
bring out your cards.
Ooh.
Wow, looks like a lot of flowers going on here.
All right, I hope we have some flowers.
All right, look at that.
Okay. Wow,
That'll be my card.
really good.
I rolled 3. I'll just put them on that one. No, put them on the 3 card.
Okay.
Roll 2. Ah, wow, these are actually quite good.
Yeah, these are all very good.
Okay, so this can go here for now. Now I'm player 1, so I get to draft first. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take. I'm not gonna go for the flower garden. I'm gonna grab this one.
Okay.
And so I get these 3 dice, and this is the one I was talking about, the glove with this plus. That lets you roll him plus as many other dice as I want.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So that doesn't count as this special action. So I have to do this now. So I can turn this guy into whatever I want, because there's the face of it, right? So this is the saffron. So I can turn saffron, for example, into one of these bay leaves, right? Which is what I wanted. So that gets discarded.
Okay.
Now I can take my normal action. Well, actually, no. You have to use these in the special action phase as well.
Exactly.
So I'm going to take this and I'm going to roll the 2 of these together, right? That's not a bad roll.
That's not bad.
All right, so I'm going to go with that. And now I'm going to get to plant some herbs. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant 2 different pairs.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And they're going to
Up
go
here.
right
That's good.
there
That's really
for
good.
6 points. And then I'm going to do nothing else.
Okay.
Now it's your turn.
All right, I'm going to take this one.
Interesting.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Is that interesting? Is it that interesting? Why did you say it's
It's
interesting?
good.
So I'm going to use my package special ability to change this die into anything else on this die. And I will choose the forget-me-nots.
Forget-me-nots.
And so I'll take this rosemary, and then my shovel lets me plant anything. So I'll plant this forget-me-not here.
Okay. There you
And then
go.
that goes And that's it. So
These
those
go away.
And then he goes on the 4 spot here.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
And that is it. Your turn. You get the sweet pea.
Thank you.
And you get to set up the tool shed again.
Ooh, the rain bucket. Whoa.
Whoa, rain bucket.
Watering can, I guess. Okay. Ba-dum-tsh. Ooh, yeah. Explain what that one is.
All right, so that symbol, it's like a question mark with a piece of hay and some cattails. That means that you can set that die to any herb.
Any herb. Okay. Interesting. Wow, those are like exactly the same.
Now, mind you, it says herb, not flower.
Yeah, I know. And that just lets you re-roll.
Mm-hmm. It gives you a saffron.
Yeah, it gives you a saffron. I'll take this one, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I could trade 2 to plant a flower. I might do that.
You can do.
So I will set this to saffron.
Mm-hmm.
And this lets you trade these 2 seeds to plant 1 flower. And I will plant
2
flower.
identical seeds.
Yep.
And is that it for you?
That is going to have to be it because I don't know anything else.
And I guess I could do the same with mine.
Cool.
And I will plant, doesn't really matter which one. I'll plant this guy here.
Okay.
You know what? No, go take that back.
I'm sorry. Take what back?
That move. What did I do?
Well, you planted that.
I know, but what? I know, that's fine. But what herb did I use to do that?
I have no idea.
I don't remember. Was it? It wasn't these, was it?
It might have been. I don't know. Do you need to check the tape?
Yeah, I don't. If that's what it was, and I think it was bay leaves that I turned them to, and then used that card. Like I would actually, instead of doing that, to me that's kind of a dumb move. I'd rather do the 3 of a kind and put it here, because that earns me more points. It's 4 points versus 3, right? To me, that's just, it's dumb if I were to do it the other way.
Fine with me. All right, so this guy goes on 3 of a kind, 5 there. 5 of a kind.
5 of a kind. All right, so you are giving me the sweet pea.
Yep.
Set her up.
Whoa, you love that card.
I do. That one's pretty cool. There you go. And 3. Ooh.
Yeah,
Black-eyed Susan.
Yeah, some of these have no flowers and some of them have no tools.
No tools. Yep. So, all right. So it's my turn?
Yep.
So many choices. I'm actually just going to go with this card.
Okay.
I don't have any.
I was going to take that one too, so.
I don't have anything.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do.
Any planting? You can't.
No, I can't. I can't do any planting. Gosh,
Okay.
like neither of us can.
Yeah, I know. Ace bad. Okay, I'll take this one. Can I have 2 dice, please?
You can.
So these bags let you draw 1 die and roll from the bag. So, well, not roll from the bag,
but
draw from the bag then roll.
Okay.
All right, cool. So I get a shovel and some saffron, and I could re-roll 3 dice.
3 dice.
But I don't really want to risk it. So.
Okay. Are you gonna plant anything?
No need.
I don't think you can
I
either.
can't.
All right. So where's he going?
So he's going to Forget-Me-Nots 3. There.
Wow.
Yeah, he's taking up the flower spots.
All right. I'm passing the sweet pea over.
Okay. Isn't that like the prettiest seed packet you've ever
It's
seen?
just so beautiful.
It's from last year's plants. All right. Okay. I'm thinking before I even roll the dice. Some tarragon. Have you ever planted tarragon?
I'm sorry.
It grows into the most enormous plant. case you're wondering.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
on the tip of my tongue to ask that question.
Was it really?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Where are we on 3 of a kind? Wow, not great, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 2 sets. Do I want to go for sets or? I guess I'll do this.
Okay.
Or maybe this one. Maybe I'll do. Yeah, I'll do this.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do this. So I'll take these 2. I'm not going to re-roll anything. I'm just going to use these 2 and these 2 as a set here.
Ah, okay.
So, your turn.
My turn. So I'm going to take this guy. No, I'm going to take this guy.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's 2 different herbs.
Yeah, but
I
you only
can't.
have one other different one.
I know I can't get those 3 herbs on the table, but I can re-roll because it's got a re-roll. So I will
Re-roll.
take this, and I can re-roll 1 die. So I'll re-roll him. Risque. It was rolling the same thing.
Did you even roll it? Sounds like you
Incredible.
just.
Incredible. So I will save my bay leaf for later
Okay.
and not do
All
anything
right,
else.
and he's going to forget me not 4, but that's taken, so
Yep.
nothing happens.
Seat's
He can't
taken.
go. Sorry.
I am player 1. All right. Interesting. For this mix, the spring mix.
It's a spring mix. Any herb. Wow. Okay.
Okay. It still doesn't help me. But I could turn this to any herb, right?
Any herb, yeah.
Yeah, I can use that. I will do that. I'll
Okay.
take you. All right, so I'm going to grab these 3. I'm going to turn this guy to something I don't have, like saffron. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 different herbs.
good.
And that'll go here.
Yep.
And
You get the lemonade.
I get a delicious glass of
Because
lemonade.
you're working so hard.
I have been working so hard. That goes away. I can also plant, well, I should have done this before then.
Yeah.
Plant my
Yeah.
flower
Yep.
as well. So
Cool.
that's it, that goes away.
Good job. That's good move.
That was a big round. Right. I am done.
Well, I'm not done yet. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm done.
Are you done?
Of course
sure?
I'm done, yeah.
Okay.
See where I sit my lemonade.
Sure. This is like 6 of one and half a dozen of another.
Mhm.
Is that the thing?
I think so.
Is that how it goes? I can never remember the beginning of that idiom. All right, I'll take this one with the bay leaf and this forget-me-nots. Yeah. That forget-me-nots like only worth 2 points right now.
I know.
It's kind of really crappy. I hate to like waste my spade on that, but I guess any of the flowers at this point aren't going to be worth too much, so I'll just keep that bay leaf there.
Okay.
And I'll plant this guy here.
That'll be it for the forget-me-nots.
Yep.
All right, you are
Enough.
play 1. Where's he going? He's going over here to the number 1 spot.
Okay.
Wow, that stinks.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Whoops.
Okay.
Interesting. Now we have all these shovels coming out. Like we don't need shovels.
I know. Got some dill. What else?
That's rosemary. Dill looks nothing like
I
that.
don't know.
Okay. I really need to just like stock up on seeds right now, I feel like. You know?
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking.
Man. Ugh. This just stinks. Well, I guess I could take this guy. I'm trying to think of where I don't want him to go right now.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Maybe I'll take this.
Okay.
So I'll take a bay leaf and some tarragon.
That's it?
Which I still can't really do anything with.
Okay. I will take this. And now I can turn any die into any die.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yep.
So maybe I'll turn this die into a carnation.
Okay. That is a peony.
Yep. And I'll put that right here.
Who plants
Put that away with that shovel. Right? So this is all used up.
Okay.
And that's all I'm going to do.
All right. So he's going to go to 5 of a kind.
Yeah,
I guess
right
he'll
there.
fill that
The
spot.
number 7. Wow,
Yep.
that was a good one
Nice.
too.
That's a
Yeah,
good
he's
one.
taking all the good points.
Yep.
All right, I am the sweet pea now. All right, so there's 2 for him and 3 for her. There you go.
Okay.
All right, what are we doing?
Decisions.
Let's see what's on this die. A couple things. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take you, even though I don't really want to, because I'm not gonna
Okay.
use this package.
Right.
But I am gonna take that die, and I'm gonna use him to re-roll a couple other dice.
Okay.
All right, so this will be my special action phase. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted.
What?
There you go.
That's crazy.
And I'm not gonna do anything else.
You're
It's
trying to
your
get
turn.
that big pointer.
I need it.
It's really good.
Got room for one more herb.
All right. Draw me 2 dice, please. I'm going to do this.
Draw your own dice.
Dice bag.
Ooh, a shovel.
All right. And then I can re-roll
3
3
dice.
times, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm.
That'll
Oh,
do.
that's actually good.
I might do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going to do?
I know exactly what you're gonna
All
do.
right. I'm going to take all 5 of these different seeds.
No, they're not 5 different seeds. They're 4 different seeds.
What?
I see multiple bay
Oh,
leaves.
because I have multiple bay leaves. Well,
You have 2 more rerolls though, so you could re-roll your bay leaf,
that is true.
right?
Yeah.
Why not? Go for gusto.
Oops. Go for gusto. There's no way I'm getting the one that you have. What?
Yeah, it's just a reroll.
One more reroll.
Yeah.
Plus
well,
that
you can use
reroll?
that. Yeah, that's
Using
you're
this
gonna get
reroll
2
right
more.
now.
Oh.
All right.
That's
That'll
exactly
do it.
what you
That's
needed.
what I need.
You needed dill,
Okay,
so you're good.
perfect. There you go. And I get to put here
That was the big one.
5 different ones.
Yep.
And then he goes on the peony spot.
Peony spot. Okay. Here you go. You are the sweet pea.
I think we're getting low here.
We are probably in the second to last round.
Yeah. I
Total
don't feel like I'm
board.
doing very well this game.
All right.
You're just waiting for that
I'm just gonna strike.
rosemary to come up, aren't
That's
you?
huge points. I'll
That's
need
mega
it.
points. There you go.
That's what I
It would be a
need.
shame if somebody took that, wouldn't it?
It would be.
No, you can turn this. This one
doesn't
will let
matter.
you turn anything into anything else anyway. There you go. 2 more
All
rosemary.
right. Can I
if you
do
want
7
this.
rosemary?
What?
All right.
I'm sorry, what? All right. So, what am I going to do? Not that. I guess I'll go with this one because it's got the most flowers.
Most seeds.
Most seeds. Most seed.
Most seeds. So you get to re-roll that guy.
Yep.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Oh, right.
I guess
I'm
there
not
will be
planting
no
anything,
planting.
so take your big move. I know what you're going to do.
I think I'll take this one. And it'll let me turn this die into... Well, I can only keep
Well,
one.
you can only keep one, so.
Right? So I get rid of that. And I could turn this die into anything I want.
Any herb.
I'll turn it
Any
into herb. What was anything into any face?
Oh yeah, it is. Any other face?
Any
right.
other face. All right, so I am going to spend 6 dill to go here.
That's good. Those big points.
That was huge.
All right.
I'm Sweet Pea for the final
Yes, you are.
round. Where's he going?
They're going to number 3 up here.
Wow, this board got tight.
Yes.
And 3. Oops. And 1.
Okay.
All right, this is it.
This is tough.
All comes down to this. I don't know what to do.
Okay.
Okay, I guess I'll take that. Maybe no. Yeah, I don't really know. This is nothing else on that card. I get to re-roll this 1 die. And it becomes gloves again. Ah, and these 4 different herbs.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say you could have technically. Are you gonna take that spot?
4 different herbs.
Ah,
That was a lucky roll.
darn it!
That's it. I have nothing else I can do. My wheelbarrow is empty.
That was pretty cheap.
That's all I could do.
That was very cheap. Yeah, so those are all taken up. These are all taken. Everything's taken. All right, we'll do this, I guess. Because that gets me a tarragon and a reroll.
Yeah.
None of it's gonna help me though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not get you to...
Because it's not like I could get 2 pairs of
can't.
anything.
And you already have what you need to go.
Yeah, to
There.
get there.
I mean, you could have tried to roll a flower.
Yeah, but that's not.
That's too risky.
Yeah, I'm thinking of like end game scoring.
Well, you score for each set of 3 different herbs, you get 2 victory points. So that's
Yeah,
probably
see,
your best.
that's why I was gonna go here, because then I could use these 2, and I'd still have 3 different herbs.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that might be the best
I'll
move.
do that. So that way I can. Oops. You knew what these were, right? Was that lavender?
Sure.
Sure, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So that I can't plant anything, but I can go here. Put this back in the bag, please. I can go here.
Yep. That's
Okay.
probably the best.
Those
bet.
are the best
And
thing
where
I
does
can
he
do.
go?
Forget-me-nots, but it doesn't.
That's full, right? It's full up. So that goes away. And then we do final scoring.
Yeah,
right?
that's it.
So let's go ahead and just score
Let's
us
add
up.
it up.
Right? So basically, it's quite simple. You get your victory points from the board, the lemonade card. If you were fortunate enough to get a tall, ice cold glass of lemonade on this hot day. And then you get points for dice in your wheelbarrow. So let's go ahead and score you up first.
Okay.
Player 1.
So 5.
11, 12, 13,
24, 28, 30.
So a set of 3 different
1? Yeah.
gets 2. 32 points.
Oh, 32. Okay.
32 points, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I've got 12, 16, 24, 28, 34, 37, 42.
It's good.
Yeah,
He
that's the
smoked
most
me.
I've ever scored in this.
Yeah, he smoked me on that one.
Look at the dice.
Yeah.
All right, let's go talk about it.
Okay.
All right, there you have it.
Master Gardener.
Herbaceous sprouts.
So you'll be helping me in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Since you're like
No,
seeds.
not at all. Only in cardboard can I do well in gardening. So.
All right, cool. Well, let's jump right into it. We'll
Sure.
talk about theme, which
Yeah, I'll let you talk about the theme. Yeah, this thing.
Yeah, so I'm a huge sucker for anything like gardening related, flower related. We loved Herbaceous when we got a chance to review that. So so knowing that Sprouts was coming out, it's kind of we'll talk mechanics in a minute, but it's a really neat take where you still feel so immersed in the theme, where you really feel like you're trying to get these little categories of seeds together to put in your garden a certain way. And if you're familiar with gardening or you like write your own garden plans and stuff, like some of us do, you know that like trying to get different groupings of things together in the right spots, can be a little bit of a challenge. So you kind of feel that way a little bit. I like that it had its own flower garden.
Yeah, you love it.
I do that.
You do that.
Yeah.
She definitely does that.
Yeah, so I felt like the theme was really, really on point, and even with the mitigants and stuff didn't feel like just thrown in there, which they do sometimes. It's very highly thematic, so it's kind of cool.
I agree. I like I don't normally get drawn to gardening type games and herbs and stuff like that, but no, it's a really nice tie-in of the theme. I think it just, you feel like you're working in a garden. I mean, that's the whole point of theme, right? Is to make you feel like you're doing something different, right? That you don't, like people like me don't normally do. So it's kind of nice. Like I don't travel in space. I don't build alien colonies.
Well, there was that one weekend.
I don't garden, so this, to me, this is about as close as me traveling in space, right? It's me working in a garden.
It's you working in a garden.
Yeah, so
that's
for me it worked.
That's the truth. Okay, cool. And we can talk about mechanics for a second too, I guess. We talked about the dice mitigants. So, I mean, it is a dice rolling game, which I'm not always a huge fan of. Right. This kind of like, almost like Yahtzee style, like don't really know what you're going to get. But the mitigants really take the edge off of it feeling like a luck-based game.
Yes.
And every time we play this, it's balanced. Like we end up in the same kind of point range. And even with the AI that's built in, we scored him up or her up or whoever it is. Yeah. And I think they had 31 points.
31 points. They were tight.
They're real tight right with you. So I don't know how they did that, but even that works out. So because we felt like the AI was taking a lot of the really good spots.
It took us a lot of 80 points, yeah.
And some games they'll take the 12 spot.
Yeah.
When it's completely random, but
which could be part of your strategy when drafting too, is to try to draft something
and that
the AI is not gonna, that you don't want the AI to take. Maybe it's not the best dice, but at least you're stopping them from filling a space that you're working towards. Right.
Exactly.
So there's more strategy to it there.
Yep. Yeah.
Which is really nice for 2 players.
And compared to Herbaceous, I mean, obviously there's a lot more strategy here. It's a different kind of game.
So yeah, it's very different. Yeah, so I wouldn't even, if you like Herbaceous, this isn't going to replace Herbaceous. It's a nice add-on to something different, right? But in the same world, if you will.
In the same garden.
Same garden world. You'll get to play something completely different. It feels completely different to me, this game.
Right. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Nothing at all like Herbaceous. Yeah. But it's kind of in the same art, same theme, same world, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about components real quick, right?
Okay, cool.
So this is obviously prototype. The board you saw, we talked about it, I believe, earlier, about how there's these letterbox borders on it.
Widescreen.
It's not going to be in the full version. This is definitely thrown together prototype of the board. Art is on point. I mean, it looks complete. The game looks complete. However, just keep in mind, the dice we were using were stickered.
Yes.
Right? And that will not be the case with the launch. The launch is going to use dice that are of the same build as those you would see in Star Wars Destiny, which are coated and whatever they are, but they look awesome. So cannot wait to see the final product of this, because I think in a dice game, the dice make the game, in my opinion. If you just throw regular D6 in a box for on a dice game, it loses a lot of the charm for me.
Right.
Unless they're special color or special, there's something unique about them that kind of makes them not feel like just dice.
Yeah.
I think once we see the final dice for this game,
it's a tactile experience.
Yeah, the whole thing.
So it's you want to feel good. So
yeah, so I think this thing is for a prototype, it looks damn good.
Yeah,
I'll be
honest. The art, Beth Sobel's art is as is for many, I think one of my favorites.
Yeah.
So it's just gorgeous to look at.
She nailed this one.
I want to drink the lemonade. It makes me.
I did. Thirsty. I sipped it earlier because it's actually my lemonade, so it's good.
I hope it's lavender lemonade because there's a bush of lavender sitting next to it.
Is that what that is?
I don't know. Could be.
Just weeds.
So let's talk about target audience. I mean, I think it goes without saying it's light, very light.
Yeah.
So if you know somebody that's into gardening, this could be a great gateway game.
Sure.
To get somebody into like a dice rolling, kind of just fun, light experience at the table.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely light. It's
Yeah.
super. It's very light. There's a little bit of strategy in there, but I think it's light. It's like Yahtzee strategy,
Right.
wrapped in a really good theme.
Yeah.
So I think that's what makes it.
And it's not
so
too
unique.
much that like if you do lose or you don't do as well as you want, you just
Right.
crack it out and do it again because it's 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, but
you
with
know?
the dice drafting, which is even cooler. Like it's
Yeah.
got all these little nuances to it that.
That's what I said. Like
Make it enjoyable.
it's not just like here's your 5 dice, roll them, that's what you get.
Yeah,
like
that's
you
the
really
thing.
get to pick. Like from the beginning, you get to draft.
And I
you
think
know.
that's where this stands, out because it's more a dice drafting game than it is
Yes.
a dice rolling
Yes.
game, right? Because
Yeah.
you're not there with your pool of dice. You're going to re-roll every turn, re-roll every
Exactly.
turn. That's why we don't even have a dice tray because you're not constantly re-rolling dice. You roll dice to put them on the cards, you're done, and then you're taking them, and then you get to re-roll
Yeah.
a few here and there. But it's not like you're re-rolling your pool.
You're
your
rolling
pool,
them as resources.
you're filling your barrel, you're emptying it.
Yes.
I mean, it's just
Yeah.
you're churning through dice because it's about the draft. It's not about
Yes.
the re-rolling.
Yeah.
So, which I like. I prefer that, to be honest.
Yeah. All right. Excellent. So anything else that you want to say?
No, I think it's pretty clear we both thoroughly enjoyed this one. So this is most likely on Kickstarter at this point, right?
Yeah.
It's probably
depending when
launched.
you're watching this video.
Yeah, so I definitely advise go check it out. The crew that made Herbaceous, I mean they're awesome. Like the stuff they make is top
They've
notch.
knocked it out of the park on several occasions.
Yeah, Edo, Steve Finn. You're probably familiar with Beth Sobel Art. Edo and Steve, they always make quality games
Yeah.
and they always deliver. So
Yeah.
there's no question. If you like this game, you like Herbaceous, I don't even know why. You just go to the webpage and just click back. Because I would be all over this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time.
See ya.